Hello friends, welcome to GeoEdu channel exploring geological knowledge. Here we came to part 5 of the MCQs section of OPSC Geologist and Mining Officer Examination 2019, and we'll discuss the next 20 questions. Let's go to the first question. If the ferromagnesian content of diorite is 100%, then it is called option 1 porkinite, option 2 leptinite, option 3 meladiorite, and option 4 leucodiorite. Let's discuss about all the options. Porkinite is a ultrabasic rock with olivine pyroxene with little or no feldspars with less than 40% SiO2. Then leptinite is a quasi-feldspathic metamorphic rock with alternating bands of different composition. Then diorite is a intrusive igneous rock composed mainly of plagioclase feldspars, that is andesite, biotite, and hornblende and or pyroxenes. It is having intermediate composition between gabbro and granite. So the meladiorite is the diorite consists of dark color minerals, that is ferromagnesian minerals. So, and leucodiorite is the light color diorite consists of felsic, that is light color minerals. Here the answer will be meladiorite, because in case of meladiorite it consists of dark color ferromagnesium minerals. Next question, by mineral composition dolerite is equivalent to option 1 pitchstone, option 2 cyanite, option 3 peridotite, option 4 basalt. Dolerite, otherwise known as diabase or microgabbro, it is a mafic rock which is intermediate, that is equivalent to basalt or gabbro, and it is found at intermediate depth with the grain size will be not that much finer or not much that much coarser. It will be intermediate, and the rock composition will be plagioclase or and pyroxenes. As gabbro is not one option, so the answer will be basalt, because it is compositionally it is equivalent to basalt and gabbro, but basalt is volcanic, gabbro is plutonic, but dolerite will be intermediate. Beer bachite is a variety of option 1 gabbro, option 2 basalt, option 3 dolerite, option 4 monzonite. Beer bachite Beer bachite is a fine to medium grain coarse granular dike rock of gabbroic composition, and the main mineral composition will be like labradorite, orthopyroxene, clinopyroxene. So beer bachite also known as microgabbro. So the answer, microgabbro. So also dolerite also known as microgabbro. As here it is confusing option like gabbro, basalt, dolerite have same composition, but gabbro is plutonic, basalt is volcanic, and dolerite is intermediate, and beer bachite is known as microgabbro. So as it is fine to medium grain, not means medium grain, not fine grain. So I think the answer will be dolerite. Adamellite contains, first option is roughly equal amounts of oligoclase and potash feldspar, roughly equal amounts of quartz and oligoclase, roughly equal amounts of quartz and potash feldspar, roughly equal amounts of quartz and albite. As we know, adamellite is consist of roughly equal amount of both of the feldspar, that is plagioclase feldspar as well as alkali feldspar. So the answer will be roughly equal amounts of oligoclase and potash feldspar. Graphic texture is normally exhibited by option 1 comatite, option B pegmatite, option C phonolite, option D anorthosite. Here the answer will be pegmatite, because mostly the graphic texture is the intergrowth between two minerals. In case of granite, we can see orthoclase and quartz intergrowth simultaneously, which is known as graphic granite. But when it is in microscopic scale, means in larger, we can see in microscopic scale, it is known as micropegmatite. So after granite, it is most tends to occur in pegmatite. So answer will be pegmatite. And in case of comatite, another important texture you can see, and it is most important texture known as spinifex texture. In case of spinifex texture, olivine crystals we can found in like blades or grass grains. So next question, an igneous body that has domed up the strata into which it has been inserted is known as, first option leucolith, B dike, C bismuth, and D leucolith. As you can see here, is the answer will be laccolith, because in case of laccolith, you can see it domed up the strata in which it have intruded. In case of bismuth also, it have a dome shape, but it have not cross-cut relationship with the strata. It have not domed up the strata. It have cross-cut the strata and domed up lava structure only. A process whereby magma works its way up into the crust of the earth is known as magmatic injection, magmatic thrusting, magmatic stopping, magmatic intrusion. Here the answer will be magmatic stopping, because in case of magmatic stopping, the ascending magma got its accommodation place from their source to the lower crust to the surface. Magmatic intrusion also, as we know, the magmatic intrusion, it is not means it does not find its way up to the crust. It can be inside within the crust, means inside the lower crust, or and in case of magmatic intrusion, it is like forceful injection of within the country rocks, not like upward movement. So here the answer will be magmatic stopping. Minette is a type of diorite, tonalite, apatite, lamprophire. Minette is a dark igneous rock chiefly composed of biotite and orthoclase. It found as narrow dikes and sheets, and it is a type of lamprophire. Then diorite, as I have told that, and the other option like tonalite is a plutonic felsic rock with a plagioclase, mainly oleoclase and andesine, and apatite is a fine-grained equivalent allotriomorphic plutonic rock with quartz and feldspar. The term allotriomorphic means that where the grains are anhedral, means no crystal pieces are developed. Then next option, the process of complete or partial melting of a rock is known as migmatization, assimilation, juvenile magmatism, palingenesis. In case of migmatization, what happened? The metamorphic niche or any metamorphic rock that undergoes partial melting only, means not the metamorphic characteristics also preserved there. So it is not the option answer. And assimilation means that addition of country rocks to the magma, it is not the option. And juvenile magmatism is that younger stage of magmatism. So the answer will be palingenesis. In case of palingenesis, what happened? When the any other rock that may be igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic undergoes very higher depth, and it undergoes partial or full complete melting. So the answer will be palingenesis. Next question is, liquid immiscibility generally results from mixing of two liquids of two different composition, mixing of two liquids of same composition, on mixing of two liquids of different composition on mixing of two liquids of same composition. But liquid immiscibility means, the word immiscibility means it is not on mixing. So the first two options are not correct. It because it here it given mixing. On mixing of two liquids of different composition will be the answer, because on mixing of two liquids of same composition means same composition, how can it be on mixed? It will be mixed together at higher temperature, also at lower temperature. But in case of different composition, at higher temperature it will be mixed together, but at lower, when temperature drops down at lower temperature, it will not mix together, it will unmix. Like most common example is like silica and carbonate, silicate and sulfides. Arcose contains more than 25% of micas, amphiboles, feldspar, chloride. The answer will be feldspar, because uh, the um, um, the sandstone, Arcose is a variety of sandstones. Sandstones are classified on the basis of quartz, feldspar, and lithic fragments. This silt grade detrital sediments would have size from ranges from 1.6 mm to 1 by 256 mm. The first will be answer, because less than 1 by 256 mm it will be clay, and 1 by 16 to 2 mm it will be sand. The leaves of hardened clay deposit in sand or similar sediment as flat or lens-shaped structure are called clay flakes, clay walls, clay stones, clay galls. The answer will be clay flakes, because clay walls are like balls of clay, and clay stones are means hardened clays, like and clay galls are like cylindrical or galls masses that form due to drying and cracking of thin layers of coherent mud. So the answer will be clay flakes. Next question: rounded to sub-rounded clast with a diameter between 65 to 256 mm is known as. Here I have given the table that shows the diameter in millimeter as well as phi scale. So the answer will be this 256 to 64. The answer will be Kabul. As you can see, gravel is the diameter of gravel is 250, more than 256 mm, and 256 to 64 mm will be cobble, and 64 to 4 mm will be pebble, and 4 to 2 mm will be granule, and 2 to 1 by 16 mm will be sand, and 1 by 16 to 256 will be silt, and more less than 256 will be clay. If a series of inclined bedding planes showing some angular relationship to the current direction of current flow, then they are generally called as gradient beds, current beds, dipping beds, and convolute beds. The answer will be current beds, because in case of current beds, in case of the current beds are the beds that uh, that layering within a substratum at an angle to the main bedding plane. The substratum have the some small bedding planes that have an angle to main bedding plane, and in case of current bed, the dipping will be in the direction of a current flow. And convoluted bed is a like complex folding or crumpling of beds or laminations occurs, and mostly found in floodplains. So the answer will be current beds. Compaction of sediments, compaction and cementation of sediments occur during transportation, high temperature pressure medium, high water pressure, diagenesis. Answer will be diagenesis, because diagenesis is the process by which the loose sediments transferred to hard sedimentary rock. So during diagenesis, several processes tends to happen. that is like lithification, compaction, cementation. These are the processes and tends to happen during diagenesis. Oscillation ripples are formed in deep sea environment, beach environment, alluvial environment, desert environment. The answer will be beach environment, because oscillation ripples have these are symmetrical ripples. So in case of beach environment, as you can know, as you can see that the water flow is like water is moving in a direction, also retreating in that direction. So the ripples are not in a single direction, it is symmetrical ripples. Occurrence of ferroan calcite cement in carbonate rocks is a indicator of, answer will be phreatic diagenesis, because ferroan in early stage of diagenesis, carbonate cement generally replaced by the ferroan calcite cement. So in the earlier stage of diagenesis is a kind of phreatic type diagenesis. It tends to occur above the phreatic water table. Sin sedimentary deformation structures are result of massive transcation, low sedimentation, marine transcation, and high sedimentation. The answer will be high sedimentation, because in case of high sedimentation, with the sedimentation, the beds will tends to deform at sin at the same time. So the answer will be high sedimentation. Next question: if sediment is dominantly composed of organic detritus, it is known to be indicate complex skewness, positive skewness, negative skewness, no skewness. I think it will be complex skewness, because in case of or because in case of as we know, skewness represents the what the quality or state or condition of being distorted or lack of symmetry. When one the graph will be like this, so it will be not skewed. But if the graph is like this, here the coarse, here the fine, and we are considering the phi scale, so it will be positively skewed. And if it will be like this, and here the coarse and here the fine, and we are taking the phi scale, it will be negatively skewed. So in case of organic matters, we can find large size skeletal materials, also very fine size skeletal materials. So it will be like complexly skewed. And here the end, and please subscribe my channel GeoEdu, exploring geological knowledge. Thank you.